Hello, everybody. Welcome to EDL 852 Intro to Administration. My name is Coulter Scott. I'm really excited to be a part of this course. This is my second course that I am taking within this degree, and this is Mission and Vision Statement, Personal Statement, the Module 1 for this class. First off, who is Coulter Scott? Well, hello, I'm up in the upper right-hand corner. Right there in the center is a picture of my family. I have 3 sisters. I am the only brother, only son, and my lovely mother is in the middle there. Yes, at one point in time, not all of us got along. As we all get a little bit older, we've all loved to hang out with each other and be part of the family together. I also have a little 3-year-old nephew who is there on the right. I love to get to spoil him and have a great time. Can't wait to be able to go out and really play sports with them and watch them grow. My education is I went to Baker University, which is in Baldwin City, which is just south of Lawrence by about 20 minutes. I graduated in 2013 with a degree in sports administration. I've always enjoyed sports, always being out and about. While I was at Baker, I was offensive lineman on the football team, and then I also did throwing, shot put, and hammer, and weight throw while I was there as well. Then I went to, back in 2018, I decided, I need to go back to school to continue this education, kind of move along in my life just a little bit more, and I found the transition to teaching program, went through special education, and that is how I've really gotten to where I am today. I graduated that in 2020, right at the start of all of this craziness of COVID. It was a whirlwind of a time, but it was also really awesome to have. I'm really grateful for Fort Hays and everything that they did to support all of us during that crazy time. Here's my work environment. I work for Auburn-Washburn Unified School District 437. We are located in southwest Topeka, capital city of Kansas. Our high school is a 6A classification school. We have 11 buildings within our district. We have 7 elementary schools. We have 1 middle school, 1 high school. We have an alternative building for kind of higher at-risk students. And then we also have a learning center, which is a kind of hospital of sorts that was within our district, that because they're within our district, we have to provide the education for those students. As a whole, with all those 11 buildings, we have about 6,500 total students in our school district. Now we're on to my position within the school district. I first started out as a para for the first 3 years I was there. Now I am the special education teacher for adaptive physical education. I really enjoy this. It goes right along with everything I've done for a lot of my life with sports, being out and about, gross motor abilities, which is really cool. I have students from kindergarten all the way through seniors in high school. I also have a couple students in the 18 to 21 transition program that I work with on a weekly basis. I have 53 students currently on my caseload. They're awesome. Every day is a little bit ever changing, and get to experience a lot of awesome kids and a lot of people at a lot of different schools, which I feel like gives me a lot of opportunity throughout these courses to become a better leader and really see what a whole district looks like. My other positions outside of being a teacher, I am an assistant football coach where I coach the offensive lineman and the special teams coordinator. Then right after that, in the winter, I jump into being a head freshman and the assistant varsity girls basketball coach. Then we finish the year out with being assistant track and field coach, where I am the shot put and discus coach. And then all throughout that time, I get to support some of my friends and some other colleagues by helping being a unified sports sponsor, which is a program that Kansas Special Olympics puts on, and it is a national program that brings kids with intellectual disabilities and kids that have non-identified intellectual disabilities together on one team, being a team together and having this one-track goal to having fun and being successful. And they really get to go around. We get to go to Kansas City and Lawrence quite a bit to play basketball, bocce and soccer against other high school students our same age and likeness. Moving on to some of the readings that we read for this class, the mission and vision statements and how they work. First off, what is a school mission statement? School mission statement describes your school to others. Who does it serve? What are we trying to accomplish within our school? And how are we going to get there? Where are we moving forward? Are we, what is the need we need to get to? Then what is a school vision statement? It lets everybody in your community know what you hold to the highest priority. What is the most important to the school and what do we need to get done? Gives information or understanding on how we want other people to view the school and us. Role and importance. Vision enables educators to connect and give purpose to the larger goal, drives for innovation change that students and the communities need, stresses the importance of academics, which obviously, that's what we're here to do, to identify unmet needs and wants. That is exactly what we want to strive to get better at. We always want to fix our weaknesses as much as we possibly can and improve all of that. Keeps all the focus on the people. So that's all the stakeholders, the students, the staff, the community. The example in this article talked about how we give a lot of top-down instructions at times when we get a federal mandate, when we get rules or other things from maybe our district offices or our education centers for the state. They really give us that this is what we need to do. This is how we're going to do it. And it's not always built off around focusing on people. It's built on everybody as a whole and what can maybe benefit the higher ups first. Developing the process to make a vision or mission statement. We have to collect the input from everybody. Well, how do we collect the input? Where are we going to find? Are we going to do this digitally? Are we going to be going around door to door to figure out within our district? Are we going to have mailings? How are we going to get the information to us so we are able to create the best mission and vision statement for our school and what everybody else wants to see from us? Okay, so once we pick that, now we have to figure out, is it reliable? Is it validated? Will the information get to us in a timely manner? Will people understand how to report the information? Will they feel comfortable with giving us information? How is it going to get back? Why, is it going to be safe? Is something going to cause us not to have all the information we need? Once you have that decision, how does it reach the stakeholders? Obviously, if it's going to be digital, we're probably sending email, and then we're going to send up follow-ups. We're going to continue to stay in touch with people to get as much information as we can. Mailings, grab everybody's address and we're sending it out through the mail. If we are doing a town hall meeting, how do we have a ballot or anything like that to be able to get that information? Now that we have the information, now we have to review it. We have to develop the plan of the vision and mission statement. We have to go through and find those unmet needs and wants that the community would like us to see. We also have to take in search of our own internal stakeholders and talk to our students and teachers and see what they believe is in need as well. That can be taken in the same way. That is also because a lot of times you'll get this information a lot of times as well, because quite a bit of your staff most likely lives within the boundaries of your district. Next part of the developing process is we have to figure out what the values and priorities that we need now to create these statements. Is a need now or a meant what? Do we need more diversity? We need to take a look at graduation rates and see, are they as high as we want them to be? Can we push them even higher? Staff turnover. This can be a big thing within a goal of, are you seeing staff coming in, for a year, 2 years, and then leaving? Looking into how that is playing effect on your students in your district for the success for them. Testing assessment scores. How are we educating our students? Are we struggling in these areas? How can we make them higher? Discipline issues. We need to think about all the special communities around us. So military families still kind of works in with the diversity aspect of things as well. How can we support all types of families and all types of programs within our community? The technology and what are overall achievements that we want to see for our school. Then you also have to think about the future at the same time, which, man, I tell you what, we got to think about now, future, past, all at the same time, and encompassing, 1 to 3 sentence structure to figure out where we're going. This statement can be very, very powerful. For the future, you have to envision the school's growth. Are we getting a lot more bodies? Are we reaching that success? So how are we going to move forward if we reach it? What needs to change in the future? Characteristics that you see the school's going to need. And then obviously, the community around you is going to change. So you're going to have to either grow, get smaller. You're going to have to adapt to what's happening in your immediate surrounding to be most successful. There are 5 characteristics I'm going to go through for the vision and mission statement. First off, an academically focused. That is what all of these need to be. That is the center of everything, and you're able to tailor everything around that. This statement needs to serve as a reminder to all members of the school community that strong academics are the end prize. This is what we're striving to have. This is what we want. We want academics to lead the way. Make it a clear objective to everybody what the statement's trying to say. The language needs to be clear. It needs to be simple. Give the students the ability to become participants in their education. Give them the interest to step in and take control of their own education as much as they can. Yes, teachers are teaching, but they have to be interested in it and have to be able to provide information on being the best student they want to be. Clearly displayed. Next, after we've done that, we have to be able to display it all around the school so everybody sees it. Mission should be displayed everywhere. It should be talked about. It needs to be in building. It needs to be in handout. It needs to be in presentations. It needs to be in classrooms. It needs to be a subtle reminder in some places, and it needs to be flat out just everywhere in others. Present in the classrooms. Like I said, we just had the clearly in the hallways. Now we have to kind of intermingle it within our everyday life, within, to create a starting point for all the classes. This will create a constant learning environment for everybody. And teachers need to have this in mind where it could help them in their planning and implementation of their lesson. We have to keep all of the mission and vision statement in mind why we create all these. Actively model. This is kind of where a little bit of the top-down comes into play here. Is the top has to buy into this, because if they don't buy in, you're not going to have buy-in from anybody below you. Administration needs to lead this and lead by example. Here's the mission and vision statement that I have created. It is create a positive and safe learning environment where the school and anyone with vested interest will strive to attain the highest quality of education for students, empowering students to be the positive leaders in our community. I really tried to focus on the education being the key here, and making sure that stakeholders and anybody with an interest in the school will understand that this is what we want. And then ultimately, we want great people in our communities, and that starts with our youth. So being able to support them and empower them to be the leaders and being a positive leader and a successful leader in our community is why I put that at the end. At Auburn-Washburn School District, here's our vision statement. We want all students to have a voice to fulfill their potential, to realize their dreams. Our vision is to inspire and empower our school community as we embrace exceptional education. Now, we have this posted everywhere. Our superintendent will send things out, and this is on everything. Really big on, there's at times where we can go around, and as in one of our articles discussed about doing the red face test and trying to figure out if people know the mission and vision statement. I believe that a lot of our staff does know the vision statement or the mission statement, but I think because we have this 3 words at the bottom of this section here, the embrace exceptional education, that is really what people remember a lot. It's bold, it's out there, and it's on a lot of different things. Everything else is there too, but obviously our minds work in certain ways, and that is what people will remember a lot of time. And even within those 3 words, it encompasses everything that our superintendent would like our district and other people in our community to understand what we're doing. We also have another little one that is on everything. It's on every page of websites, within PowerPoints that we have whenever we have district meetings. And it's inspiring, challenging, and preparing every child every day. Just another constant reminder of what we're trying to reach. This is also talking to the students about, this is what we're trying to strive for you to become. I really believe our district's mission statement is a great representation of what our superintendent wants in our buildings and to portray to our community. He has been in our district for 7 years now and is really starting to build a great support system. And even during these tough times, as rocky as has been at times, it has been really awesome to have him at the helm and still leading through this mission and vision statement. It is, like I said before, it is clearly posted around the school. It is written, and it's also in digital platforms, as well as promoted within the teachers' lessons and presentations. It really does give students the power to tailor their own education. Obviously, it's a little bit harder in the elementary school level, but you can really see it in the secondary levels based off of different programs that we have, independent studies, and those sort of things that I haven't really gotten to see at a lot of other places yet. Here's my standard correlation. Then we have the relevant statement and the reflection. I just believe that this assignment can really influence me as a leader now and in the future. But by reading through this and learning how to construct a statement will definitely help me understand what are the needs and the wants of the community that I'm in, a community that I may want to join. Also be able to inform others how to create a better learning environment that I can be around or with people that I can contact with. I like the Lynch resource, would definitely be one that I'm going to keep a hold of. It really goes step by step through the process of the creating, the implementation, how to revisit it, and then how to make it long, how to sustain it throughout the district for a long period of time. Here is my references. I really appreciate you guys sitting down and watching my presentation, and I look forward to watching all of my peers and colleagues and learn a lot more from you guys, and look forward to the next 8 weeks of this course. Thank you guys.